Well, I told you at the start of the show that there was a battle royal that went on in this street to save houses, and the man who is at the centre of it is Rolland Gardiner, who's the 2IC at the Whittlesea CFA. He also happens to live right there. Rolland, thank you for being with us. Your house is okay, the houses on the hill are okay, and you had a hand in that.
Well, not really. I mean, we just had a little bit of heads-up knowledge that it was coming, so we were able to get the neighbours on the hill to either leave or prepare, and they decided to prepare, and they all fought it through, and I thought they were all dead, but they're all alive.
You were down saving your house, and you looked up the hill, and I gather saw one of your neighbours' houses engulfed in flames, you thought?
Oh, I thought they were all gone, because I'd sent one fire truck, I only had one, and I sent it to the house just on the ridge up there, because it's a timber home that's on stilts, and I thought they wouldn't survive. One of our firefighters got burnt, but they saved the people's lives. So.
Was that the secret to saving your house on Saturday? You said that, you told me earlier that you had about an hour's warning.
Yeah, well, we were lucky. This is the fringe of the fire. Had we been in there, we wouldn't have survived it. So we got the tail end of the fire out here, and because everyone in here, we've had a bit of knowledge of preparing for a fire, we were able to decide and make a decision of how to make a stand for it. We were lucky. We were lucky. You were lucky and you fought.
We were talking to David Packham, who's a former CSIRO bushfire scientist, about the tree policy, the pro-tree policy of some councils. You're at the pointy end of this in a fire. You're out there fighting. You've been doing 18-hour days. What do you think about it?
Well, if you see my home, there's no trees, right? There's cleared paddocks. I had 4 acres between there and the house, and I still almost got burnt out. We've got people living in the forests or living in treed areas, and they're not allowed to cut their trees down. I mean, even when I was up in Sydney with the Sydney fires, I had houses, and the people were saying to me, we can't cut these trees down behind these houses, and there's a fire coming, and we've been told no because this tree might have a bug living in it. I mean, I'm being silly, but they've got to let people clear. If they've given people a permit to live in a house, they've got to allow them to clear it, because there are going to be more people who are going to die in this country if they don't do that.
All right. You're a little bit emotional. I don't blame you. You've had a rough few days. Thank you very much for being with us tonight.
My pleasure.
You're a champion. That's Rolland Gardiner, and there are thousands of blokes like him around the state who've been working their butts off these past few days. They are heroes. We'll be back after the break.